Again, welcome to my Employment Options free SSI SSDI Employment Service webinar. We are really happy that everyone is able to join us today. Before we dive in, just a few quick technical reminders. Everyone's in listen mode only, so your audio and video are turned off. This helps everyone focus on the presentation in front of them and see the slides. We'll be emailing you a copy within the next 7 to 10 days as well, so don't worry, you'll be getting a copy as well. If you are needing any kind of closed captioning, this is available. You can turn it on by clicking the CC Show Captions button in your Zoom toolbar, and you can turn it off anytime by clicking the CC Hide Captions button. Again, thanks for joining us. We're super excited that everyone was able to join us today, and we hope that the information that we're going to be sharing with you is very helpful. So, hi, my name is Victor Vielle. I've been with My Employment Options as a retention specialist since 2018. I come from a sales and marketing background, and I really, really think that the Ticket to Work program is a really amazing program for individuals on SSI or SSDI who are kind of interested in seeing what the Ticket to Work program is and seeing if they can return to work. Joining us today, we have Lisa Seeley. She is our senior work at home employment counselor and has been with MEO for over 16 years. Lisa is also a Social Security Ticket to Work program success story. She actually graduated the program, and she loves to share her perspective of how the Ticket to Work program can work for our clients. So she's a really great resource for our clients. Additionally, we do have Teresa Ellinger with us today. Teresa is our Social Security Benefits and Payment Manager and Community Partner Work Incentive Council Coordinator. So it's a huge title, but basically what that means is that she is our Ticket to Work guru. She knows the Ticket to Work program inside and out. She really does help our clients understand the program and guide them through every step of their journey, whether you have questions about navigating the process or you just need some clarity. We are really here to answer those questions for you. So, My Employment Options, as we call ourselves, MEO, we're an authorized employment network through the Ticket to Work program. We've been helping people with disabilities find meaningful work since 1993. We've been part of the Ticket to Work program since it first began in 2002. And our team is really passionate about what we do. Our team offers free support for both work at home and on-site jobs to people receiving SSI, SSDI non-retirement benefits. We do work with adults between the ages of 18 to 64 in the 48 contiguous United States, including Washington, D.C. Again, if you're interested in returning to work, we're really here to help guide you throughout every step of the way. So on today's agenda, we are going to talk about who My Employment Options is, and what we can do for job seekers on SSI and SSDI. We also describe what we do as an employment network and what makes us special, and why maybe choosing us might be a good option for you. We'll talk about some of the free services that we do provide, and then Teresa will go over benefits counseling, and then Lisa will talk about our work at home and our on-site job examples. And lastly, we'll talk about pathways to find financial independence, which is the ultimate goal of the Ticket to Work program. So who is My Employment Options? My Employment Options, we're an authorized employment network within the Social Security's Ticket to Work program. We help individuals receiving SSI, SSDI find suitable employment, whether that's working from home or within their local communities. When you do join with us, you'll be paired with a personal job counselor who specializes in the type of work you're interested in. We also have a dedicated benefits counselor, Teresa Ellinger, who is an incredible resource. Not many employment networks offer this level of support, and Teresa is one of our resources that will help guide you through every step of the way of the Ticket to Work program. And we'll share a little bit more about this later on in the presentation. Our counselors provide ongoing support throughout the Ticket to Work program, which can take up to 4 years or more to complete. Because of this, we become very close with our clients and really understand them and truly get to know them. And now I'm going to pass it on over to Lisa, who will talk about our screening process.
All right, thanks, Victor. Once you complete the application on our website, which I highly encourage everyone to do after today's webinar, we will have our initial intake screener give you a call to see, if you would meet the basic qualifications. She will review your past work history and discuss your employment goals and additional qualifications. She'll also be able to answer all of your questions regarding the next portion of the intake process. And once the initial screening has been completed, our second screener will get into more details about the program. We need to ensure each applicant is okay and comfortable with the entire process in order to achieve success within our program and the ultimate goal of becoming financially independent. So all my employment options counselors, we have unique specialties that um, with different fields of employment and with disabilities. So, for example, I specialize in supporting clients with various mood disorders since I have personal experience with panic, depression, and agoraphobia. And this helps build trust when I can share my experience. And we also assist with resume writing and revision. We provide interview coaching to help with comfort and confidence. A lot of our clients have gaps in employment or may need assistance with how to answer questions that come up with interviews. Interview coaching is great. We will have we will be your partner throughout the program, providing support with maintaining your job, advisement with possible advancement opportunities, or just a simple shoulder to lean on. And Teresa is going to go over some benefits.
Thanks, Lisa. Welcome, everyone. My name is Teresa Ellinger, and I am a certified work incentive coordinator. Just like Victor said, it's a long title, but it just means I'm properly trained in all aspects of benefits. I know this program inside and out. I came to you today with 19 plus years experience in the Ticket to Work program. My department will teach you how to report to both employment options and Social Security. It is your responsibility, though, to report to Social Security. If I don't have your earnings, I will not be able to guide you through the program. At times, we do assist with reporting. As I just mentioned, we will guide you through the program, reaching out to you as you move through the three phases of the Ticket to Work program, ensuring that we are aware of ensuring that you are aware of what to expect and how to proceed. During the benefit counseling appointments, I individualize the program for our clients, even though there may be similarities, but everyone is unique. We encourage you to open those Social Security letters. We review them, assist with any forms that are needed, and explain what the letter means. They can be scary to some. Next slide. Okay. Let's talk a minute about our employment options financial goal. We are the only employment network that offers it. Do not mistake this for financial planning, but rather a starting point to where it starts to make sense to let the benefit get suspended. And only the monthly cash benefit is impacted. Your Medicare stays in place. I'll talk a bit about that in a minute or two. The monthly cash benefit is your SSDI deposit. It's either deposited on the third of the month or a Wednesday of each month. That way you know that you are receiving SSDI. And the financial goal is the starting point. Since the creation of this goal in 2019, I had a client who asked where he should be. He didn't know and felt a bit stuck. I got to thinking and came up with what we now call the financial goal. It's simple and it lets our clients know where they need to be if they can work full time to let the cash benefit go. Don't forget that you have the safety nets that allow you to hop right back onto the benefit if earnings go below the program level or you're no longer able to work. It's an hourly rate. Don't worry, your assigned job counselor has this information. Just kind of spoke about safety nets, but this program has so many. And for both SSI and SSDI, that will be for another slide, though. The positive of reaching this goal, not exceeding, but the more the merrier, so to speak, would be the fact that you could grow your SSDI and or your Social Security retirement by working. For an example, I had a client that teetered on their financial goal amount. They worked almost 2 years. The first month, their earnings went below the program level. SSA unsuspended their cash benefit, and they became eligible for their benefits again. No reapplying was necessary. Sorry about that if you heard that. Um, just needed to report the job had ended. Now, this is the good part about her cash benefit. It went from $892 per month to well over $1,200 a month. At first, the client believed it was the cost of living increase, that COLA increase, but for that year, it was 1.3%, which totaled $11.60. We both began to realize by working, you can grow your SSDI check, and it was very exciting to know. So we ask that you let your light shine if you are able to do so. Let's see. I'm going to talk a little bit about SSI recipients. These are the ones that received the payment on the first, and Medicaid and how that is impacted. The recipients that receive SSI typically do not have enough work credits to qualify for SSDI. There is hope you can still earn those credits to move over to SSDI. I would recommend that you call your Social Security representative at your local office to obtain how many work credits you need and how many you have already. I have set many goals with our SSI clients that count down to SSDI. Your monthly cash benefit is impacted within about 3 months, so reporting is going to be very important for you. As an example of this would be, let's say you start work and receive pay for the month of July. Report at the beginning of August, and it's your September cash benefit that is impacted. So roughly 2 months down the road after you start working, do you see an impact? It does not mean it all goes away, but if it does, for 2026, that means you're grossing at or above $2,073 per month. As you can see, your income would be twice as much as your SSI payment. And now you're probably wondering about your Medicaid. You qualify for Medicaid if you keep at least $1 of your SSI. But again, if you earn over the $2,073 or higher, you will then qualify for extended Medicaid coverage, even when your earnings exceed the qualifying amount. These amounts vary from state to state, so you would have to check with your state or with us, and we could tell you that amount. And there's no application, it kicks in automatically. Next slide. For those that receive SSDI, there are 3 phases to the Ticket to Work program. Everyone gets one of these phases with each ticket. By far, this is the largest safety net of them all, the trial work period. It is 9 months in total. They do not have to run consecutively, but they must be in a rolling 60-month period. Unlimited earnings during this time without it impacting your SSDI benefits. Okay, the second phase of the Ticket to Work program is called the extended period of eligibility. It is at least 36 months long, and its safety net is you're eligible for your monthly cash benefit when you're not working or working below the program level. Reporting may need to be done to get the cash benefit restarted, but there is no reapplying for benefits. The third and final phase is the expedited reinstatement. The cash benefit needs to be suspended in order to move into this phase. There is no cash benefit during this 5-year phase unless, and this is a huge unless, you are no longer able to work at or above the program level due to your disability. We would assist you in requesting a reinstatement for the very first month your earnings are below, as there is no backdating of these forms. Once SSA gets the forms, they will review, determine you have no earnings or working below the program level. They will then start up to 6 provisional payments. This is going to be your SSDI check, the provisional payments. There will be a medical review, but unlike when you applied for benefits, Social Security has to prove that you're not disabled. You do not have to prove that you are disabled. They have to prove it. And upon approval, and stating that you're still disabled, the current ticket you have would get terminated and you would receive another ticket. There are more details to all of this that I am covering today, but there's just not enough time to go through it all. But Employment Options tries to reach out to each one of our clients as they walk the path of self-sufficiency or not. It's all up to you. Here is an example of an expedited reinstatement. Suzanne was a ticket holder of My Employment Options. We worked with Suzanne and she was able to work many years successfully. But when she was unable to work due to her disability, I helped her reinstate her benefits. Since she had worked for a few years when she started receiving benefits again, her monthly amount was much higher. Afterwards, she was able to obtain another ticket where the program started all over again. With the Ticket to Work program and reaching or exceeding the Employment Options financial goal that is individually set for each one of our clients, working full-time for at least 2 years, I have seen SSDI increase of about $300 to $400 monthly. Of course, if you work longer than 2 years, who knows how much your new SSDI and or retirement could be. Here at My Employment Options, we individualize the program for each of our clients. The Ticket to Work program has many safety nets and positives. So apply with My Employment Options to learn more about them. We try to remove the fear to allow our clients to succeed. And I'm going to hand it back over to Lisa.
All right, thanks, Teresa. So we are counselors who care and do relate. So it's really cool to know that about half of our staff have participated in the Ticket to Work program. Some of us have graduated, like myself, and others are still enrolled. We're always wanting to share our personal stories and journeys. I find it's always easier to talk to someone who can relate to the challenges of working alongside a disability. And our goal here is to make this as comfortable a process as possible and to provide advisement on what works, what didn't work for myself, for example. And, we want you to be successful. So a few services that we provide is resume writing. So your assigned counselor will assist you with your resume. When companies are setting up job descriptions, they use words that describe what they're looking for in an employee. When these keywords are plugged into your resume, they will be noticed. Your resume will go through what's called an applicant tracking system, an ATS, which are software programs that scan resume content and search for those keywords. The program searches for certain skills, education, as well as prior work experience too. Our goal is to have your resume score as high as possible within those trackers to better your chance for an invite to interview. Resume adjustments will need to be made often, I would say, per each job you apply to. And remember, you have to have those keywords included based off the job you're applying to. So we can help you with that. And then we can also help with cover letters if they're needed. And we're going to have Victor is going to talk about some retention services now.
Uh, Thank you so much, Lisa and Teresa. I'm really happy that you were able to join us. Here at My Employment Options, your job counselor is always here to support you throughout the entire time you are participating within the program, which we previously said can take up to 4 years. During this time, we often help our clients with how to ask for minor accommodations. It's super important with employers so that you can successfully maintain employment. Our counselors assist clients in achieving, maintaining, and adjusting their financial goals as needed. We are really here to ensure that you're able to meet those goals by taking the baby steps necessary throughout the Ticket to Work program. We also help our clients pursue new job opportunities and career advancement opportunities. Sometimes you might start off entry level, but as you start to work, you may be qualified for more career advancement opportunities, and we're always very happy to help with that. When any client has any questions about benefits, as I said, Teresa is always going to be there to answer any questions or concerns you might have about your finances or your benefits. We really are here as a virtual cheerleader. If you do need anything, even if it's someone just to talk to or a simple shoulder to lean on, we're really here to help you and be a guiding force for you within the Ticket to Work program. So work from home companies have been growing and introducing new types of roles through various industries. Industries that we see major growth in are accounting and healthcare, information technology, insurance, marketing, analytics. Um, these are just a few of the examples that we do see. Uh, we do see many employers really rethinking their operations and embracing more remote work as a more cost-effective solution. And one really big benefit for virtual employment is that it's created a lot more opportunities for those unable to work within their local communities, including people in the rural areas, those with limited transportation options. And in our case, a lot of people with disabilities, it's a way for them to re-enter the workforce, which I think is an amazing opportunity. And now Lisa is going to explain a little bit of our work from home requirements, because there are some requirements for working at home.
All right, so your home office setup. You do have to have a quiet, private space for your home office, preferably with a lock on the door for security reasons. And the space should be a dedicated area with absolutely zero background noise. So it's really important to let your family and your friends know that you're not working and you have a scheduled time to adhere to. And make sure you have child or pet care established as well. You will also have to have your own personal computer or Mac, and all of the equipment must be hardwired. And that does include your mouse, keyboard, webcam, any little thing. But you want to have a comfortable space to work in, such as a supportive chair or an adjustable desk. That would allow you to go from a sitting to a standing position. And other people use like an ergonomic keyboard. You just want to personalize your office, maybe with some family pictures or a small tabletop fountain or whatever would help you make the space a peaceful place to work. Make it your own. So, a few of the minimum computer skills you would need. Um, you're going to be reading job descriptions and completing applications. You're going to see positions that have a minimum required section. And these are the basic skills that you must currently have in order to qualify for a work from home position. So the average speed requirement is about 35 words per minute. There's some that require a little less, some a little bit more, but on the average, 35 words per minute. But if you're not able to reach that speed or kind of right on the bubble, do a Google job search for free typing lessons and you want to practice daily. All it takes is about 10 to 20 minutes a day, but the key is consistency. So if you only practice once a week, you're more than likely not going to improve your score. So you want to be familiar with basic computer skills such as cutting, paste, copy. Become familiar with Microsoft Office Suite. You really have to know how to navigate multiple browser tabs and do some basic internet researching. Being familiar with the abbreviations and keyboard shortcuts is also crucial with working remotely. It's a very fast-paced environment, and knowing those shortcuts will make your training and production go a lot smoother. And normally, shortcuts are used during the training, so you will be a little lost if you're not familiar with them. So you can easily brush up on those. So a few minimum strengths and skills you're going to need would be got to have excellent customer service skills. No matter what the position is, entry level or upper level, you still have to, be able to communicate well. You must have empathy and be an active listener. You want to remain friendly and have a professional communication line. You have to have good problem solving skills. You're working remote, so you really have to be able to diagnose things and make things on your own. You want to have patience. You have to be independent and have good time management ability. So, my employment options, we have multiple partnerships with employers offering work from home opportunities, as well as some out in the community. And this allows us to get you to the head of the line a lot faster. So, each month, we have meetings with our point of contact who give us updates on our clients' application statuses. So, our point of contacts, which are literally recruiters within that company, will share why our clients sometimes do get declined out, but why our clients do get selected. And this is really important because we want to make sure that we have the best candidates for you. So, so that we can work on skills or have applications reconsidered if there was a tech glitch somewhere. That does happen at times. Um, they will supply us with tips on the interview process so we can better prepare our clients for success. So our partners are always sharing upcoming programs or job opportunities so we can send applications out to you as soon as possible. Feel you'll have faster results with the hiring process when you're able to work with an inside recruiter. So it's a really cool partnership. So some just to kind of go over some work at home jobs in various industries. Um, Work from home, like Victor said before, it's just grown like wildfire, and we've seen all types of work, and anything that you're interested in or want to research, let your counselor know, and we can definitely look into anything that you're interested in. But what we're really commonly seeing right now is customer service positions, technical support, sales, both inbound, outbound, maybe accounting, maybe some medical billing or insurance. And then we also have, other industries or upper level like IT, there's financial, retail, travel, healthcare. I mean, the list goes on and on. But, like I said, just work with your counselor on what, you feel would be a good fit, and we can definitely look into research anything. So, career advancement is one of the most important elements for employee satisfaction and retention at a company. So, the majority of the work from home employers do require some sort of remote experience, no matter how impressive your resume could be. So, if you lack remote experience, try not to get discouraged when you might have to accept something a little bit more entry level, but you just need to work up the ladder, and with time, you could qualify for management, supervisor, or corporate opportunities. Just to name a few examples of positions needing some remote experience would be like a team lead, maybe a higher level IT position, marketing, project management, and so on. All right, so onboarding. Some few things you can expect within the onboarding process are background checks. Some do credit checks, not so much anymore. So, if you don't have the best credit, don't be afraid. There might be some possible drug testing, and there's going to be a lot of new hire paperwork. So you need to make sure you have a valid photo ID and a social security card in order to complete all of the new hire paperwork. So, and you want to make sure the address is updated, nothing's expired, anything like that. So double check all those first. All right, and then I'm going to turn it over to Victor to talk about some fun stuff Employment Options offers.
Again, thank you so much, Lisa. And we are at My Employment Options. We really believe in celebrating our clients' successes as they return to the workforce. We do understand that it's a big accomplishment. So we created a few reward programs for our clients to benefit from. First, we offer our Working Rewards program, which allows clients to save up their monthly pay stubs to redeem for exciting prizes like gift cards, laptops, and external monitors that might make your work from home experience a little bit easier. We also do have a monthly pay stub raffle. Every time a client submits a pay stub, they earn a raffle ticket. The more pay stubs submitted, the more raffle tickets you earn, and the greater chances you have to win. Those prizes include gift cards to popular retailers and restaurants such as Amazon, Walmart, Olive Garden, and many others. So we really are wanting to reward our clients for the successes of returning to work, and these are just a few of the programs that we do offer. So you can do this. We truly believe that everyone attending today's webinar has the potential to succeed. We really want you to take the next step by filling out our application. Through the Ticket to Work program, we've helped thousands of people move towards financial independence, and we'd love to see if we could help you do the same. No matter your background or experience, there is a job out there for you. We do understand that going back to work can bring up a lot of emotions, uncertainty, worry, even fear, and those are totally normal. But with the right support, patience, and perseverance, it is possible. This program has helped many others and could help you as well. Um, We're really here to offer all the guidance and encouragement and some of the practical tools as you navigate your journey back to finding financial independence. In the next slide, we're going to share a few of our success stories, and we really do hope they inspire you as much as they inspired us. So we've had over 320 clients start jobs in 2025, which is a truly incredible milestone. Even more is that we've had over 288 clients successfully graduate the program, reaching full financial independence. These are a real example of what's possible with the Ticket to Work program when it works well for you. One of those success stories is Lisa Seeley. As I said, we've included a link to a video that she did with the Social Security Administration. In it, Lisa shares her personal journey, how she faced and overcame challenges. And through the Ticket to Work program, she was able to find a meaningful career helping others, which the video is amazing. So I definitely recommend everyone watching that once you do get the links to the presentation. We also have Lori Adler. She's our communications manager here at My Employment Options. Lori is another graduate of the program, and she's a huge advocate of its potential. She's written a really powerful story about her determination to return to work and really how the Ticket to Work program has changed her life. Her journey is really a testament to what's possible with the right support and persistence. So we definitely recommend seeing both Lisa's video story, and reading Lori's story as well. They're super inspirational, and we're really proud of them. So we encourage everyone who's joined us today to complete an application on a computer by visiting myemploymentoptions.com and clicking the Apply Now button. It's a big yellow button. You can also go directly to myemploymentoptions.com/apply now to get started right away. After you do submit an application, Shika Jones from our screening team will give you a call to discuss the next steps and go over the application that you just did. Remember, the application and assessments need to be done on a computer, not on a phone or a tablet, because some of those requirements are needed to be done on a computer themselves. So we're going to turn it over to some questions and answers that we were asked during the presentation. So the first question is from David in Florida. He says, do you automatically place clients within open positions? And I'm going to turn that over to Lisa, who's one of our job counselors.
All right, thanks, Victor. So no, we cannot guarantee any work or have the ability to just place you into, an open job. You still need to go through the appropriate hiring requirements, like completing the application and interviewing. You still have to qualify for the job itself. But our services include assistance with job searches to locate opportunities. We do help with completing applications if need be. Again, we can do some interview coaching, and connections with our employment partners.
All right, so the next question we have is from Jessica in Pennsylvania. She says, I'm worried about losing my Social Security income and medical insurance. I can't financially support myself without those. And I'm going to turn that over to our guru, Teresa.
Hi, Howard. Jessica in Pennsylvania asked. Okay, great question. And it can get very complicated. But I will make it easy for you. If you're receiving SSI, your monthly cash benefit will get reduced after a couple of months. The amount will depend on your earnings. The great news is that there is a safety net that allows you to keep your Medicaid, and earnings will be twice the amount that gets deducted. For those, and if you are, Jessica, receiving SSDI, there are so many safety nets. With My Employment Options, we make sure that it makes sense that you can work before there is any changes to your benefits. Here's a huge positive for working. You will be paying into Social Security, and in return, you have the opportunity to increase your monthly cash benefit. Apply with My Employment Options to ensure that you get the best assistance and the guidance needed to move through the Ticket to Work program.
All right, so we have another one. I think we have two more. The next one is from Howard in Georgia. He says, what should I do if I unexpectedly lose my ability to work and I'm anxious about how to navigate reapplying for disability benefits. I'm going to throw this one back to you, Teresa. Sorry about that.
Not a problem, Victor, and thank you. Hi, Howard. I get this concern all the time. Great question, by the way. I am going to start by saying if you're receiving SSDI, that you may be in the second phase of the Ticket to Work program, and if so, you would just need to report to your local office that the job has ended. You should be eligible for any months that you have no earnings or earnings below the program level during the second phase. Remember, this is the extended period of eligibility, and it lasts at least 3 years. Here at My Employment Options, we assist with reporting. For SSI, report to your local office, and it takes about 2 months for the cash benefit to fully come back, as it takes about that time for SSI to be impacted by earned income. Back to you, Victor.
All right, and I think this is the last one from Tammy in Arizona. She's asking, how long does it take for me to find a job? That's a great question. And Lisa, I'm going to turn that one over to you because you are one of our great employment counselors here.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, Victor. Um, all right, Tammy. So it's really hard to say, exactly how long it does take to find a job. There's a lot of different pieces to the puzzle. I've had people come aboard and I'll work with them for, I don't know, 2 weeks and they receive a job offer. And then I've also had people take 2 months or more to, even get an invite to interview. So it just really depends on, actually what state you live in can make a big difference. What opportunities are available. Do you meet that specific requirements? Can you pass their assessment? So it's really impossible to pinpoint exactly how long it does take to find a job. But remember, you have all sorts of support here, especially with your counselor, to help guide you with your job search. So, we help you locate positions to apply to and such. But our quest here is to make sure that you're successful, and we're here to do whatever it takes to get that to be a possibility.
And that is the last of the questions. I did want to thank both our speakers for answering those questions. This is a screenshot of our Apply Now page on our website, myemploymentoptions.com/my apply now. To get started, just click the Start Application Now button. And once you do submit the application, our team will be notified and get with you shortly to go over your application with you. And lastly, we would love to connect with you on social medias. You can find us on Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on YouTube. We regularly share industry updates, hot job openings, upcoming events that we host, and other important news. Also, within the next 7 to 10 days, you'll be receiving an email with the recording of this webinar where you can click on any of the links shared during the presentation. I definitely recommend you doing so to watch Lisa's story and read Lori's story as well. Our channels are a really great way for you to stay informed about free events, job opportunities, industry tips, and more. So be sure to follow us there. We would love to see you. And that wraps up today's webinar. I really wanted to thank everyone for taking the time out of their day to join us. I wanted to also send a special thank you to Lisa and Teresa for joining us today. We really do hope that the information we shared was helpful and inspiring. And if you are ready to take the next steps, it's an easy step. Go to our website and click the Apply Now button to submit your application. We're really excited about the possibility of working with you and supporting your journey to financial independence. Wishing everyone a wonderful rest of their day. And again, thank you so much for joining us. We're really happy that everyone's able to join us.